All right, everyone. Today is April 19th, 2022, and I am back. Welcome to today's episode as we trade the Nasdaq 100 Futures Live. My name is Chris, and I'll be your host today. All right, let me just get some stuff set up here. Alrighty, okay. Just get some stuff set up, guys, and I'll be right with you guys today. Dang it here. I'm trying to get my screen to stay steady, and then I'll get started in just a second, okay? All right, welcome back, everyone. All right, for those on the chat group, thank you for returning. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks that I've been off, but I am back, and we are trading the Nasdaq 100 Futures Live. I'm going to be going over all charts. There's a lot of new stuff today that I'm going to be covering. And we'll be going over some of that momentarily. But the market does seem to be very strong today, up 245 points. But this upside right now seems to be a little bit on the soft side. All right, I've got a question in the chat group here. Someone, can you help me with this? All right, what is it that you need help with right now? Are you stuck in a trade, or what's going on? Can you explain? All right, guys, and great. Looks to me like this trade is kind of going to start fizzling out right now. It's doing nothing but going sideways right now. All right. Got a short there. Got another short there. There. Yeah. Hey, Lee, how are you? It's been a few weeks. Glad to see you back. Yeah, I'm not sure what language that is, and I'm not sure exactly what he needs help with. But he's going to have to elaborate if he needs any guidance today. So, lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff that I've been working on. No text, please. It's going to take me a while to get acclimated and made to feel like I'm at home at this new location. So I find it a bit bizarre that I step out and there's no one out on the streets. My neighborhood, although it's nice, there are no people, like no form of life out on the streets. And so I find that strange and disturbing. So I still need to get settled, and I still have a bunch of stuff that I need to work on. I need to get a ceiling fan, for one thing, in my home office, because now I've got a different setup. So I don't have a heat problem anymore, but I know it's going to get hot here in the summer, so I need to have very good ventilation. So I'm working on that. Yeah, it's a complete 360. You know, my parents are obviously very happy that I'm close by and taking care of them. But yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna take some time to get adjusting to this place. I have no friends here, so that's going to be a challenge, making friends. I hope it isn't, but we'll see. We'll see. They say Texans are friendly, but I'll take that with a grain of salt. All right, so let's check out some stuff here. The market's super slow right now. It almost feels like it's taking a nap. Going over the daily chart, which is very crucial and important in looking at the Net Position Report right here. The blue trace are your institutional investors, and these guys are flat on the Nasdaq 100. They had added in prior weeks, and then they slowly but surely started reducing their stake, and as of last Friday, the COT report comes out Thursday evening, but as of last Friday, when this adjusted, these guys were flat on the Nasdaq. I do have a long signal right now, and I do have support at 13,729. So unless this thing breaks below 13,729, we're either going to have chop or maybe perhaps some upside moves on days like these. The filter here at the bottom has been extraordinarily good. Caught the upside right here, and boom, here we are. Now, if this crosses below the zero line tonight, there's a very high likelihood that it's either going to go sideways or it's going to come down. There really is no news sustaining the market right now at the levels we're in now. In fact, you've got a confluence of bad news and headline risk out there. And for some reason, the market is still propped up the way it is. And in fact, I read my morning brief today, and I thought, well, perhaps the market's going to sell off. I was wrong. The market took off. So this market is highly unpredictable, and frankly, anything could happen. I mean, tomorrow this thing can go down, and and it's just driven off of technicals at this point. That's what I'm seeing. Overnight volume was not high at all. It was not above average. Average being represented by this white horizontal line right here. It was below average. Overnight trade caught two very good trades right here, and right now it's signaling a short. And I haven't had phase shift, so I'm not taking a short position on this yet. As far as the AI algos, this one is short. This one is short. I did take upside this morning on this. I had a very good run on this in the morning session, but this does seem like it is just very, very, very slowly coming down. Very slowly coming down. Right there. Here's another view of that, of the same. This is another indicator here that I composed, and we're going to be looking at a lot because it's highly effective. Okay, as far as the short amplitude type strategy that I've got here. This one has been extremely good today as well. You could tell that the downside is just about to fizzle out. This already crossed the zero line, and this crosses, and one more bar, which is probably in the next 5 minutes, this will cease to exist to the short side right here. Market is making lower lows on this little thing here from what I can see in one of my other charts. So it is moving little by little to the downside, but not with enough strength and conviction for me to want to get into this trade right now. Here we are with the ES. ES just boom, 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 pow, right there. Hit that top level right above 44.50. Now it's rolling down. I've got a very unique chart here that I want to show. This is the correlation between the Nasdaq, the continuous contract for crude oil, and the 10-year Treasury notes right now, which have been a focal point with the looming hikes in interest rate right there. So this one here today is correlated off of the U.S. Treasury notes. So off the U.S. Treasury notes right here, it correlated the signal, gave you a very strong buy signal in the morning before the market even opened. This thing started at 4:45 in the morning and ended at 11:45 a.m. right there. When I saw this gave me a lot of confidence in the morning to take that long position I was in. And if you want to compare how that would have played out with crude oil, all you've got to do is look at the price of crude. Crude went down, the Nasdaq went up very, very, very well. But of course, the strategy wasn't based on crude; it was based off of the 10-year Treasury notes right there. All right, let's see. We've got the ES right here. I'm not going to spend time with that, but I do have an open signal here for the Nasdaq, and that's the reason I don't want to trade the Nasdaq to the short side. This is a strategy that I had been working on, and it has been highly effective, and I'm just going to leave it and let it run. And I think the market, where it's trading at now, is probably just, you're going to go down 4 or 5 bars, but then it's going to go back, do an about face, and take off. Unless I get phase shift and something else happens, and then I'll consider maybe going short. All right, so I've got a few Heikenashis. These are basically the same. They just have different filters to them right here. And right now, let me just go here to the middle one. This is the one I want to see. These are all individual algorithms right here that I designed to track the movement in price. Okay, this one right here in particular, the red trace, perfectly caught the upside trade this morning right here. You could have gotten out here, but really the exit was right there. Right there, right when it crossed the zero line, that was your exit to the upside. Perfectly caught that entire move to the upside. Strategy, however, gave you the exit here because this is exactly where momentum dies. Momentum started here in the trade and died right here. Everything else is just a trickle in price, retail traders right here, but the moment momentum actually died in the trade was right smack at 10:45 in the morning. Everything else was gravy right there. This is all basically retail, and that was it right there. Likewise, this signal caught the upside trade very nicely right there too. Boom! As soon as it crossed the zero line right there, that trade was done. It was over. Got another filter right here as well that kind of does the same thing as the red filter right here. Tracks the trend really, really nice. And when it goes flat against the zero line, that means the market is just trending. As soon as it crosses the zero line right there, trade is over. And the green filter is a perfect balance that I created between a cycle indicator and a trend indicator right there. And this also caught the trade really nice to the upside right there. So your upside deviation right now is just not there right now. It's just not. We just got bar change, and yeah, no, this thing's going to go sideways, I think, for a bit. I think it's going to go sideways. Let's look at the fibs. The fibs just closed right there. It said to go long. You know, I don't know if I want to go long right there. Not just yet. I think this is going to be one of these afternoons where the market just takes off and then, you know, takes a nap for the rest of the afternoon. So I'm being careful because obviously, you know, that's just my nature. And I've got an open signal right here. So, you know, unless this thing closes, there is no trade to the downside for me. Yep. Yeah, this is fizzling out right here too. As soon as that fizzles out, and hasta la vista with that. All right. So I'm going to watch this carefully and leave this right here because I think the momentum isn't there yet to take this to the upside. Also, a very important note, guys. You know, I created a FANG index, which is that's FAAMG, which is basically Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, and I plotted that against the S&P index. Today, the FANG stocks are leading the S&P. So I'll give you a taste of what that looks like. Let me just copy the chart because I have it on a separate window, and I will I'll paste it here for you guys to see. Here we go. Right here. So whenever the FANG stocks are leading right here, you're going to have an up day. And whenever the S&P is leading, you know, you're either going to have a market that's in consolidation or everything's just going to go to shit in the Nasdaq 100. So in situations like this, you know, where the FANG stocks lead, you obviously have, to the downside, you obviously have a huge sell-off in the market. But in this case today, if you notice, this is a 15-minute stamp chart. The FANG stocks are leading the market today. They're leading the S&P 500. And so as a result of that, that's pulling the market up. And so unless you actually get change in this right here, you're going to have a very strong upcycle in the market today. So right now, guys, this is just, I see this going sideways. I don't see any rotation either to the upside or downside. It's just sideways trading. And I'm going to wait for a little bit to see where this market goes before I decide to take any potential trades on this. Now, the cycle is rotating back to the upside with 240 something points. It doesn't surprise me that we may actually end up with a lot more today. So we'll see. We'll see. So I came up with some indicators that are absolutely lethal, that are really good, and you're looking at them right here on the on the screen right here. For example, if I go back to yesterday's trading session right here, you'll notice right here that this white trace right here caught the upside. Perfectly, boom. Right there, that crossing is where momentum typically dies off, and the trade dies off right there at the crossing. You know, right at the same spot the strategy would have taken you out. So these indicators track subtle changes in the signal to noise ratio as far as what's going on, you know, with market participants, and filters out a lot of the noise that you would normally have in a chart of this type, and it gives you some pretty damn accurate signals. So I'm very impressed with this study and the way that it's worked, as well as the other ones I created. So it's going to be fun to see this all play out in the coming weeks, because I'll be here again on Thursday. So twice a week again, Tuesday and Thursday. That seems to work good for my schedule with everything else I've got going on. You know what's another interesting theme, that here in Texas you actually hear people mowing their lawns, and the weed whackers and all the things I absolutely hate. Whereas in New York, I mean, I didn't hear that because I was in a high-rise, and it was perfectly quiet. Over here I hear every type of noise that I'm not really sure what to think of it, you know. Today, this morning, I've heard the lawnmower several times. I've heard the weed whacker. I've heard birds of all types out there outside my window. And it's like, wow, how long is this going to continue? It's so it takes some getting used to. It definitely does. I'm used to having it pitch quiet. No noise, no nothing. Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to. For sure it is. Gas prices are also about $3.49 a gallon, if that matters to anyone down up here. $3.49 a gallon. So you see this red line right here. This really accurately tracks the the cycle that we're in right now. And right now there is nothing to the upside at all right now, even though we're getting close to breaking up to the upside. What's a gallon of regular unleaded going for in Southern California these days? Lee? I'm actually going to be in Southern California May 4th for a week. I've got family out there and friends that I'm going to visit. And I'm going to be taking a massive tour of LA, since I haven't been there in years. And visiting my old neighborhoods and friends, family, spending a whole week out there doing that. Visiting Santa Monica Beach, Huntington Beach, and a few other places. So if you all are in Southern California and want to grab a burger, let me know. I'm open to that. I'll be staying in the Riverside part of town while I'm out there. We're very close to possibly going to round 2 of this movement to the upside. So I'm keeping very close tabs on my other monitors to make sure that we catch a move that's got sufficient swing to it, momentum to the upside. Wow, 413. That actually seems about the national average. I think the national average is 4.25 or something. I read on Bloomberg the other day. My dad told me that gas locally had hit a little above $4 a gallon here, about $4.10 a gallon, a few weeks back, and then gas prices just came down, boom, all of a sudden, and now they're $3.50 something. But it's still really high for Texas, considering what the minimum wage is out here for most people in the state. I think in New York we have $15 minimum wage, but I think I haven't checked online, but I think Texas only has $7.50 or $8 an hour minimum wage. So for a lot of these people locally that are working at restaurants, Taco Bell, McDonald's, and places like that are getting paid minimum wage, man, it's rough to pump $3.50 gas. But I went through a Taco Bell just the day before yesterday, I think it was, and I think they're not paying minimum wage. I think they're up to like $10 an hour at the Taco Bell because they had problems, from what I understand, hiring people. And there were, hire signs everywhere. And so these employers all had to up their minimum wage to at least $10.50 an hour just to attract people to come work for them at some of these fast food places. So I think Chick-fil-A, which is down the street from us, also pays a little more than $10 an hour. And the line around Chick-fil-A was crazy. It was obscene. It was like around the building and out through the parking lot. Probably about 50 cars in the drive-through at the Chick-fil-A. And I was like, wow, look at that.
Essa calça azul. Yeah. Calça azul desenhada X.
Alrighty, guys. Oh, geez. $5.29 a gallon? I can never stomach having to pay that, but I may end up having to pay that when I go to LA and get a rent-a-car. So I'm like mentally preparing for that. Yeah, gas prices, according to my strategy right now, are about to roll down. And today's steep decline of over 5% in crude oil is probably due to the release of a massive amount of crude oil from the strategic reserve that Biden signed off on. So hopefully gas prices come down. Keeping my fingers crossed on that one. All right, great. Got a buy signal right here. This short was a dud. And let's see, what else do we have, because it's 1 o'clock. Nothing here, not yet. Nothing there either, even though this trade is already going to fizzle out right there. The end to that. And I got a signal here to the upside, which is nice. And anything here? Yeah, I think this is just going to be a long haul signal right here to the upside right here. And this is just going to continue north. So excellent signal. It's filtered out all this noise. It's just going to go north. So great. Now I'm just going to wait and see about getting a getting the right setup on my other chart so I can go ahead and take that trade to the upside. This right here, this bad boy's got to get closer to the zero line right here, and this has got to get above the zero line as well. Yeah, momentum right here is to the downside, so as this cycles right here, we'll know exactly when it's time to take that trade to the upside. So as I was saying earlier, the FANG, I created this index called the FANG index. This is leading the market today, and generally when this happens, there is upside in the market right there. So I'm going to get rid of this just simply because I already have it above me. And wow, this was perfect right here too. Yeah. Unless these things get above the zero line, we don't have any trade. Not yet. See what's going on some of my other charts here. Wow, 180 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Million barrels per day for 180 days, ending right before the midterm election. Instead, it is heading to Europe. That is an interesting twist right there. Did you read somewhere that it was heading to Europe? Really? Or is that your personal belief? I have not followed up on that myself. Of course, I've been busy with a whole bunch of other stuff. But if it is being sent to Europe, that is shocking. Absolutely shocking. My goodness. This administration can get worse. Unreal. I'm going to have to dig up that article and read it and get caught up. See, right now I'm sitting here at my desk and there's some neighbor out there with the weed whacker and I almost feel like the weed whacker is right next to me. I'm gonna have to get those foam things and put them on the window so it blocks the noise. All right, it looks like we are gonna start making a slight move. Slight move to the upside. Look at my 5-minute here. Yeah, we're still in consolidation. And right here. Here we go. Consolidation. Right there. This doesn't look good either. Not fun. Not a fun place to be in right now. Yeah, so we're in consolidation. That's the reason I'm not going anywhere with this till we actually get out of consolidation. A lot of weakness to the upside, a little bit weak right now. This market's just flat, as flat as can be. One important note too, guys, is that I have not, my computer time is all set to Eastern Time, New York. So if I quote any times, it's Eastern Time, New York, just simply because all my strategies are set to function on Eastern Time, New York. And if I change the computer time, it's going to mess up my strategies. So I haven't done that, and I left it at Eastern Time, New York, because changing everything to Central Time would be a complete hassle. It's just a lot of work. I don't want to do it, and I have better things to invest my time in, so it's much easier for me to just say Eastern Time, even though I'm in Central Time. Could be confusing. I confuse myself all the time. Now that I'm here, I'm like looking at my clock, tell my wife, it's 8 o'clock. And she goes, no, it's not. It's 7. I'm like, okay, sorry. So something else to keep in mind, guys. Right now, we are below the 200-day moving average on the S&P 500, the 200-day moving average being about 44.96. So we are considered in, to be in that bearish territory where the market has had a hard time, crossing above the 44.96 level. So it's still there. I don't see any signs of this market reverting to that anytime soon. The The VIX is at 21 today. Typically, when the VIX is below 25, we are cycling in a cycling market, and that's exactly what's happening today. We are in a cycling market. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the interesting thing about that observation is that the only news that we had, um, if I remember from this morning, was some news about housing starts, building permits, and all that. Um, and I think that was yesterday's news, if I'm not mistaken. So there was really nothing this morning that I had read that would have pushed the market into bullish territory, yet the market shot up unexpectedly. It was crazy. It was crazy. Yep. Can't fight the trend. The trend is your friend. You go with it. Yeah, the market right now is flat right here. Look at this. Super flat. This is going sideways. That means flat right now. So it's time to be patient. It's the 1 o'clock hour. This is the time everybody gets chopped up, and not a good time to be in the market right now. So absolutely. I completely agree with that. I saw that here in the overnight, right here, where this strategy picked up the cycle really early in the morning at 7:15 in the morning. And when I saw that, I'm like, yeehaw, this is definitely going to move to the upside. I got a good strong signal right here at the very outset of the morning trade, and had a crossing here. I mean, it was like the stars aligned, and boom, it just took off really nicely. Also on the correlated strategies here between the NQ and the 10-year U.S. Treasury. Yep, got the signal right here, which was about 4:45 in the morning. I mean, I wasn't up at that time looking at this, but when I opened my machine early in the morning, I saw this. I'm like, perfect. And, 7:30, 8 a.m., I start seeing oil prices go down, and the 10-year, yeah, this was another good signal right here. And boom, caught you out right here at the top, too. Boom. Yeah, there's the little retrace right here in NQ. Right there. They started at 8:30 in the morning. Was going up since about 5:45 in the morning right there. And then right about 8:30 in the morning right there, it started to go down till about, till about 9:45 right there. And then pow. Yeah, this was really good too. I saw this and I'm like, yep, this is a long. This is definitely a long. Can't fight the trend. That's as flat as could be right now. Absolutely flat. There is no trade to the upside just yet. It's flat. If you watch the DAX, that's another good indicator. That's another good thing to watch in the morning, because that tells you what the sentiment is like in the overseas market. And we're not going to get any momentum whatsoever on this trade until this red indicator touches the zero line right here. So right now we don't have anything. Just a bunch of noise. So I'll leave it back here because I just want to look at that. Wow, this thing's super flat. Super flat. I think this is going to pop to the upside, and probably the next couple cycles right now. Maybe in the next half hour, perhaps. We'll see. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Lee. I'm actually meeting up with 3 traders over in Southern California. One of them is a very good friend of mine who is an e-mini trader. He's on here sometimes in the afternoon, and a couple of other traders as well. That one of which wants to talk about implementing a machine learning algorithm in the optimization process that uses this something he created. I'm not sure exactly how to explain it, but I'm interested to see what he's got. So that's going to be a very insightful encounter to hear him out and see what he's got, on the table right now as far as technology. Because frankly, the TradeStation Walk Forward Optimizer sucks. I can't say it any other way. There's better optimizers out there. and I am yet to find one that I like. So short of building short of building an optimizer right into the strategy itself, which I do know how to do, but it is a time-consuming process to do, and I really don't want to venture that way. Seeing what else is out there is of interest. So those are going to be some fun meetings while I'm out in Southern California. Absolutely want to get some beach time as well. Want to visit Santa Monica Beach, Huntington Beach, Laguna Beach. I'm a beach bunny, so I like the beach. And visit my old neighborhoods of where I grew up. That is going to bring back some good memories. And so I'm very much looking forward to the experience of getting out there. Cool. So thanks again, Lee, for posting those internals. Those are all really, really good things right there that you monitor and watch out for. Those are great. All right, looks like the market is just rotating downward a little bit. I typically don't trust these downward rotations when you have something like this. A lot of times, what happens is that the price will hit this bottom bar and then bounce back up. Yep, this is going to continue until you actually get closure on this signal right here. See what the ES is doing here right now? Nothing. Not much is happening on the ES right there. Yeah, and I'm just going to stay put until I actually see, in the other charts I'm looking at, a good move one way or another. Just had bar change right now. Nothing there. Nothing there. And looks like it's got a little bit more to go to the downside. Got a contrary bar there. This looks like it is coming down just a little bit right there. Oops, wrong one. All right, guys, we're just in a holding pattern right now where the market is just kind of moving sideways. Right now, we are still kind of like in that chop zone. I'm not buying that trade going down right there, not just yet. Still have a signal to the upside right there. So what I think is going to happen is I think it's, this whole thing is just going to vacillate down. Like I said, normally it hits this white line, and once it hits that white line, boom, it bounces back. I've seen that happen before, and therefore I'm not chasing it. See, you've seen it happen right here too. Look, it comes down and then boom, it hits, comes down, boom, it hits, and then it finally breaks out, right? But in my situation, I'm looking at a signal that's still open right there, and I'm not taking any downside on this. Market's also up over 200 points, so these type of little pullbacks are necessary. I call them breathers. So the market likes to breathe, it never goes up vertically in a straight direction without it pausing. So the market will pause, it'll breathe, and then continue forth. So right now it's the afternoon session, 12:30 Central, 1:30 New York time. Everybody's out to lunch. Everyone's out to lunch right now. Hopefully celebrating this morning's wins because they were good. Also remember what I said, guys, earlier. Looking at the Nasdaq daily. If this signal right here, if it crosses below the zero line, chances are the market's going to sell off tomorrow. Conviction from institutional traders is flat right now. This is below the zero line. That too right there. And you got support at 13,729. Right there. 13,729. So there you go with that right there. The rotation was really interesting this morning, right here, between the Nasdaq, the 10-year Treasury notes, and CL. CL went down, so did the Treasury notes, just a little bit, and boom, this thing shot up right there. This thing started going up a little bit, started coming down. That's how it works, at least for now. So I've got an open signal right here since 9:30 this morning, right at the open, to go long. This strategy has been damn good, so I'm not going to go and trade against it, but I am going to recognize that when the market goes up, it takes a breather, like right here, before it makes its way up again in the PM session. So chances are that sometime around 2 o'clock, maybe 3, this thing will just rip and go up another 50, 60 points. So, and when it does, I'll be ready. Right now, I'm not on. Right now, I'm not in any trade. I exited this trade. I'm up about a little bit over $2,000 on the day from this trade alone, right here. So I'm posting all these like little P&L things. Excuse me, guys. I'm eating a muffin on my TikTok. So that's where I can post P&L and do it for fun on TikTok. At Algo man. So yeah, a little bit over a couple grand, and but that's on a different screen where I've got some other studies and I've got space to display it. But right now, I am not in any trade. Right now, I am not in this trade. I got out of this trade somewhere right here in the morning. I am waiting to go long once this thing decides that, you know what, it's done selling off a little bit, pulling back, and then boom, it goes up. Now we got a little bit of time right here. Look. When this thing approaches the 0 line, that's when you get ready for takeoff. Right there. That's when this thing's going to fire up. Yeah, but for you guys who are watching, if you guys trade the Nasdaq actively, you will know that this instrument is very bipolar. One moment, it can shoot up like this in the morning, go sideways, shoot up again, or maybe it responds to news of some sort and sells off again in the afternoon, right? So this thing is very bipolar. Changes every day, rallies with no news. It's crazy, yeah. So, got to be very careful when you trade this thing. Now, as far as the scorecard, I do keep a scorecard, and I post it all on TikTok. And I do it there because it's kind of a cool way to just keep a scorecard where I can kind of, put stickers on the P&L, And if you notice, if you go on my TikTok and look at Algo Man, you'll see everything there. Now, sometimes I forget to post just simply because I've got a lot of stuff on my plate and there might be a day or two that goes by and I don't post. It's just, I forget, But I try to stay consistent whenever possible on there. And I'll go on there and I'll just keep a nice little collection of whatever I do. And it's fun. That's mainly geared towards a younger audience. And hopefully it captures the interest of those on TikTok who are also interested in algorithmic trading in the Nasdaq specifically. That's it. All right, we're gonna get bar change in a minute. All right, we just got bar change right now, and this thing just went sideways. That's sideways trading. Sideways trading. Yeah, seems not going anywhere. It's just sideways. It's going to take, this is not going down. This is just like pulling back a little bit, but it's just, whatever. It's nothing there. We got a crossing right there. So might be pulling back up. Nothing there. That was a bad signal. That's probably going to be a bad signal too, right there. And this bad boy is still right there. Just keep it there. No trade, guys, right now. I am on the sidelines, waiting to see how this shakes out. And unless we get a crossing here to the upside here as well, and where's the other one? And right here too, we don't have anything. Nothing at all. Yep, it's going sideways. Don't you love this market? It goes up in the morning, up, and then it starts going sideways. And everybody loses money when it goes sideways. It goes into chop mode. Screw that, man. I don't want to lose money. That's what I'm sitting here watching. Man, oil is taking a beating today. Don't know if you guys are watching that. Yeah, Marcy just got out of a BX call option that she had bought. She bought it, I think it was a couple of days ago, and it went sideways on her. And she blew out of that. That was a May call. But the options desk is running, but I don't know if it's going to be broadcasted because there was very little traffic on the desk when she was broadcasting it, and because of how she trades, it isn't something where there's a lot of action to be watched every day. So maybe people thought it was boring because they're used to getting in and out of options on a daily basis, whereas she's more of a swing trader in the options market, put on a position, take it off, maybe a week or two later. And so that doesn't create a lot of excitement for viewers. So she thought it was best not to broadcast the options desk, but she is actively trading. It is up and running right now. And but she's not at her desk now. She's doing some other stuff right now, trying to organize. Excuse me, guys. We got a little phase shift right now on this. Here we go. I think in 10 minutes, when this thing just kind of fixes itself, that'll be a good sign right there. Okay, cool. This looks like it's fixing to go up. Almost. It's right there at the 0 line. Almost. I'm going to wait to the top of the hour to 2 o'clock to see bar change. Before taking this trade. I'd like to see this move with more conviction to the upside, with more momentum. And that's something that I can see on another chart here. You know who else lives in Texas? I just found out. This guy named John Carter. He developed this squeeze indicator. He's pretty popular on YouTube and all throughout the trading industry. I think he's out in Austin. He's down in Austin. And yeah, Yeah, and there was another trader, I can't remember his name. Doggone it. If I think about it, I'll let you know. He is also a Texan. He lives somewhere out in Dallas. Oh, yeah. His name is also happens to be Chris. But I'm trying to think of his last name. Hang on, let me see if I can dig it up here on my phone. This guy is really popular. Yeah, I can't remember his last name, but he's down in the Dallas area, and he has been a very successful contributor to TradeStation's forum, and he developed a bunch of really cool indicators if you're into following money flow, and he's based down in Dallas as well. I'm not based in Dallas. I'm based like way up north in Texas. Okay, got one more minute for bar change. It did go up just a little bit here. Still have that open short. And this open short is going to be done in the next 15 minutes right here. So this will go up. And that'll be done right there. This looks like it almost got... It's not yet done, but the signal here is telling me that there's some upside to this. That's a bad signal. What happened to my signal here? Well, that is still open right there. Still floating sideways. Sideways right there. This is also flat as well. So unless this actually perks its head up, I'll be very cautious taking a trade on this. we're still not here as well on the, yeah, this thing's just flat. Not a good sign when it's flat like that. This was a damn good indicator as well today, too. Just came up and pow, right there, the end. So I'm waiting for this to cross, this to get closer to the 0 line right there before I actually make my move and place a trade on this. Market's been holding real steady between the 240 and 260 range this afternoon. So no cigar, guys. It's just right here, flat. Be patient. Sometimes I need to take my own advice to be patient. So we all get impatient, you know, we all want this thing to move, but yeah, market's doing what the market is doing, and that is it. It's oscillating sideways. Hope you guys have had a good morning, as I have, and we're profitable. Keep in mind, guys, this is not going to close until it pops up again towards the end of the day. So it's only 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. I'm going to have to get used to saying that. But here we are. Oh man. Oh wow. This thing just did an about face right there. Boom. Right there. Got 2 minutes for bar change. Take a peek here. Nope, no signal closing there. No signal closing. That's going to close on the very next bar right there. Very next bar. That's going to end up closing. Oh, we did get a signal closure here. Super interesting. Nothing there. And nothing there on this bad boy right here. And absolutely nothing there. Just looks like chop to me, guys. I'm not convinced that this is the trade that I want to take. Yeah. This is slowly gonna close out right here. And when it does, then I can go ahead and decide to take that long trade right there that's been open since this morning. But until then, I'm just gonna sit here and watch. Could be another 15 minutes until this actually crosses and we actually get to see some action here. But I'm not looking to take any downside right now. Not just yet. it's almost getting there to the point where I'm like, okay, it's getting out of that chop index zone that I typically watch on my other monitor to make sure that I'm not going to get chopped up with this thing going like zip back up. So I am going to wait till 2:30 to make that determination. It's been a real slow afternoon, super slow. It's kind of been the trend, meaning that it's been this way for a few days now. See this orange line right here? This, this has been like a slow mover to the downside. Look at that. Right there. All right there. All right there. And now it's just about to fizzle out. Right there. Next bar. So I'm not too encouraged by that for any downside. Beyond that, whenever this purple line is above the zero line, that denotes that the market has an upward bias to it. And right now the market does have an upward bias in this. And the signal by this red line right here has just been, steady, but nothing. And right there, as soon as it crosses the zero line, I'll figure something out. Just gonna leave this here. Oh, let me see something here. All right, we got 4 minutes, and let's see if this bar changes anything in the 15-minute time frame chart. So the good thing is we already have a signal here to go long, but it's not yet a signal to go long. This is going to fire a signal to go long in 3 minutes right here. Watch. I'll keep it there for you guys to see. This was really good too right here. Wow. Pow. And oh, I remember. The guy's name is Chris Chatham. And he's on TradeStation. He's actually on the TradeStation App Store. He's got some really cool TradeStation apps. If you guys are into order flow trading, he's got some really cool stuff. You can also Google his name and find his stuff. He's got a separate website that he actually licenses some of the creative studies he's made. It's not for me. It's not my type of trading. I don't do order flow. But for guys who are into order flow trading, his stuff is like really super cool. And there you go. You've got the buy signal right there. You got a buy signal right there. Nothing yet in that overnight. Nothing there. And let's see if any change here. No change here. So story with that is that it's right there, right at the cusp. Hasn't yet crossed yet, though. It's right there. It's just kissing. Kind of irritating to see. Right there, almost there. And the good thing about this is that we actually do have a small little crossing right there, but it's not set up to go long yet, not yet. I've got another screen I'm looking at that's got a little bit more information than what you guys are seeing here. But this is setting up the way it should be setting up for a nice little rip right now in the afternoon. Scene came right there. It's right there. All right. And here we go, very close to the zero line. And but we're not there yet. Close, but no cigar. Take a peek at that. Nope, nothing there yet. This thing's got to cross or at least touch the zero line. It's way too. It's not at the point where it's going to give you good momentum to the upside. So. And this is below the zero line as well. It's been a very, very noisy afternoon. If you don't believe me, look. Look at all the white right here. You see that? That was a nice clean trade all the way up. Then it's been going sideways ever since. And all the white is denoted by a study that I created to flag areas of consolidation. So there you go. A lot of consolidation going on. Then you got these fake pullbacks and up. And this is whipsaw right here, guys. This is whipsaw. You know, white bar again, and just super, super noisy. Choppy afternoon, whipsawy afternoon. I don't know. This is not what I want to trade right here. I'll trade this, but not this. So, and it's going back into consolidation again. If you can notice the white, you see the white bar right there on the screen? That's consolidation. All right, so, you know, you got to be careful. I mean, I've been sitting here for like a few hours already since I came on, and at least 2 hours, and nothing has happened. Nothing, zero. The only trade I've taken was this in the morning, and beyond that, I've just been sitting here watching this whole time. And it'll get to the point where it will break out and, you know, run. Yes, it will. But you got to be patient and wait for it. Now, I'll let you guys know once I see it set up here on my screen. I mean, we have the long signals already on the strategies that are telling you, hey, go long. But I want to see that long accompanied by the momentum that I like to see in my trades before I actually pull the trigger and take it to the long side. So. Look at this indicator right here, guys. I mean, this you could print money with this chart alone. I've said it before, but right here, boom, 9:45 in the morning. You jump in at that bar, and you just ride that bad boy all the way to there, right there. Look at that, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The momentum technically dies right there. See right there? Right there, baby. Look at that. Pow. But the trade isn't over till right there. Almost. Almost. This is looking good. Right there. That's looking good. Both of these. are looking good. Got 3 more minutes for bar change. Just want to see, making sure that there's no signal closure here. I seriously doubt there will be, but I think this is going to make a little pop to the upside. Got 1 more minute, and it's looking like it's going to set up the way I want it to, and we may have a good little pop to the upside. We'll see right now. Okay, good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oops. Yeah, no signal to close the trade. Yeah. Still below the 0 line. This thing right here, kind of irritating. Come on. Yep. Ah, finally got it right there. Got the buy signal. On all these, which is great. Okay, so I'm going to go long on this and just keep it there for a while. This will be the last trade I take of the day, and I'm just watching the 5-minute above me because it's kind of it's doing its little rotational BS. Yeah, it's doing its little rotational BS right now on that 5-minute. Yeah, I'm going to take a long on this, guys, right now. Here we go.
Trade.
All right, I got long on this right now for the final afternoon trade of the day. I'm going to take a long on my Ninja Trader as well.
Order filled.
All right, so I'm long both on TradeStation and Ninja on this. Got 3 minutes for bar change. All right, 30 seconds. This is good. This is good. This already touching the zero line is really good as well. Very good, actually. This is good as well, right here. And we are above the zero line as well with this. Good. And this is also a good sign right here too. Boom. Good, 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 good. Yeah, and see how this white line just came down right here? This was technically the end of that upside right there, and then it just came down, 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 down. That right there was the end of that downside right there, and then it begins the upside ascension right there. And this here is what I'm watching. Just this or the strategy itself to give me the exit signal before I close out the trade. It's 3:06 New York time, 2:06 Central time. It's been a very slow afternoon.
Order filled.
I got out of my NinjaTrader position just simply because I want to minimize risk. This trade is moving super slow, but I still have my trade station long on. So I'm still long trade station, and I got out of the NinjaTrader position just to minimize risk, just simply because I had two contracts, one on each platform, and at this time of the afternoon, it's very close to my cutoff time, which is 3:30, and the trade is kind of moving a little bit slow. So I'm leaving my trade station long on until I finally get the exit to exit on that one, and I'm up $875, $865. It's bouncing all over the 800s right now on that one, plus another 400 I made over on what do you call it, on Ninja. So not bad for the afternoon right now for this little pop. So I'm still leaving the trade on TradeStation here. I am still long this position right now. I'm trying to see where my execute screen is right here. It's pushing up nicely. Okay, good. And here we go, guys. For you guys who like to see a scoreboard, there you go. That's where I am right now on TradeStation. Okay. I'll come back to this in a little bit. Took all afternoon, right? But we picked a winner, which is good. So I'm just going to let my TradeStation profits run, and that's it. So I'm long one contract. Add this to the morning winner. I already had $2,000. I'm up, let me see, 2,000, 1,000 here. That's 3,000. Another 400 bucks on Ninja. That's 3,400 plus whatever I make, on the close here. It's gravy. Not bad for one day. Not bad for one day. So this is the indicator you want to watch right here. This one right here. This bad boy. Okay, this bad boy. This thing goes below the zero line, guys. It's done. And 3:15 is just 2 minutes away. So if this was like 2:30 in the afternoon, I would have left that NinjaTrader trade right out as well, because I would have had a little bit more time to see it play out. But 3:15, I like to minimize risk. Anything after my rule is anything after 3 o'clock, it's one contract. That's it. Anything before 3 o'clock, I'll pile it up as high as 5 contracts, which is full size for me. But today, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. It's funny. I'm feeling it for this trade that we're in now. I'm already up $1,200 on that one. Here you go. Boom, right there. Look, just got the exit signal, and this thing right here also came down. All right, this thing right here also came down right there. But let me just check my 5 minute. Oh wait, hold on. I actually wanted to check this. Oh no, you still have more. Yeah, you still have a little bit more to go. Look at this bad boy right here. This is trending right now, guys. When it goes like this, when it goes from flat and it kinks up, that means you're in a trend right now. You are definitely in a trend. Now, it may go slow It may be a slow trend, but it's going to be a trend. Seen right here, boom, already crossed the zero line. You got the signal right there. Still good right there. Still good right there. And I'm just going to watch this. Oh, sorry. I'm going to watch this right here. I want to see where the signal takes me out. Okay. Now, this is going to continue going up. I'm still in the trade. $1,300. All right. So let's see where this bad boy takes me out. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty happy that this worked out the way I planned, you know? $1,400. Wow. See, I told you guys, you know, once this thing lines up right here, look at this. This is like the alignment of the stars right here. Look at that, right before it popped. Right here, you had the crossing right here. Okay, this is your momentum right here. You had the crossing right there. You had this right here, and then the next bar, boom, just popped. Right there. And I told you, the strategy, when you get an early morning signal, such as this buy signal right here, whether it's a buy or short, right? And then in this case, it's a buy signal, and the market just takes off like this. But then you have the afternoon plateau where the market takes a breather, goes into consolidation mode. Very typical market activity, right? Right here, look. All that. You can pretty much bet your money with 90% certainty that it's going to pop at the close right here. Pow, like that. And this is going to be a huge monster winner. Always happens. And the way I programmed this strategy was to remove a lot of this noise right here, which it did. Look at that. Perfectly removed all that noise. It's doing good. See what I mean, guys? This right here just nailed, absolutely just nailed the momentum trade right here. From here to here, done right there. But there's still more that's left in the trade. Now this strategy right here, this strategy right here is the same exact strategy that I've got right here, except on a different time frame. This is the 9:30 time frame. This is the I think it's 7:15 time frame right here. So boom, this exited the trade right there. But there is still a little more left in this trade. And I'm just going to keep this here because I want to see where it takes me out with the signal. This actually gave us a very good signal right here. Oh, this one right here. Look at that. Boom, right there, right at the bottom. This was a shitty short right here. It was a scratch. But right there, look at that. Boom. Early. This is the AI powered strategy I've got. And then this one also gave us a very good signal too. One bar after the other one right there. And now I'm up like $1,500. There you go, guys. All right, nice. It's continuing to push up, which is not bad. Now let's go back over here. Yeah, so the trade is going to end whenever these tell you right here, but this is going to close off at 4. This is going to close off at 3:45 because I've got it programmed to close off at 3:45, and this will close off whenever it closes off. I think 4 o'clock. So I'm going to go beyond my 3:30 time frame because I know some of you guys who are watching may be in the trade now. So if you're in the trade, just continue forth. Going, guys, almost 1,600 bucks. There you go, 1,600. It's going. Cool. 14,235. 100% extension from daily low. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting to see. Let's see if it hits the. Yeah, I'm 100% certain it's going to hit the 14,235. 100%. I'd be interested to see, though, where the strategy takes me out relative to that. Because right now, we got 4 minutes to bar change. All right, let's take a peek. We'll see right now. Yeah, we still have about maybe 2 more bars before this one exhausts itself right here. And this is the short amplitude trade right here. And we've got till 3:45 before this one runs out right here. All right, so we're going to sit and watch. This is going to be interesting. All right. Leave that there. Yeah, patience paid off really good on this trade with this little pop that we just had. So I'm really happy. Oh, absolutely. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, this is trending really good right now. Very nice, strong trend to the upside. All my other indicators are pointing to a good finish for this today. Okay, you got 30 seconds. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. This is going to end in the next 15 minutes. And we're getting, and this may end up fizzling out sometime soon. Right there, maybe. All right, so this completely, fizzled out right there already. If you guys wanted to take profits there, this would be a good time. But I still know from what I'm looking at on the other monitor is that we still have a little bit more to go on this before it completely and finally fizzles out to the upside. As far as the momentum trade goes, this is it, guys. It's gonna just slowly go up now, and it may go up a few more points from where it's at now. But if you're interested in getting out now, this is a good time to get out. I am looking at this going like, okay, you know, should I sit around and wait for another few points to the upside? It's already 332. Yeah, why not? I'll just wait a little bit more before I completely exit this this position. $1,700. It's close to your target, Lee. 235 around the corner. This thing on the excuse me, this thing on the 5 minutes looks like it topped off already. There's still a little bit more left to the upside on this. Since I Yep. Yeah, I think the 5 minute is going to start rolling down. Yeah. This thing is just going to start rolling down a little. And I don't want to get caught in that roll. So I'm up like still $1,400 right here on that. Not bad. Down from like being 1,700 and change. So, Oh, there it goes again. See it on the 5. It's rolling back. I think I'll be happy taking my $1,500 for the day, and hasta la vista, guys. I'm done.
Trade.
There you go. Out of there. So I'm just going to leave it here so you guys can see where this trade exits, which should be done soon in the next half hour. But that's it. I'm up, let's see, 3,500 and change, plus some money I made on Ninja Trader, so 4,000 and change for the day. I am going to post only what I did here on TradeStation over on my TikTok later this afternoon. Hopefully I don't forget, but I'll take a picture and screenshot it, and I'll screenshot it and upload it later. But that's it. It's been a good day so far. So anyway, we're still not done yet with the trade. So this is going to be over soon at 3:45, and this one at 4. But I'm gonna sit here and watch with you guys as this one actually closes out. All right. So. Hope you guys took good profits on this trade. It was a good one. This was definitely a good one. Yeah, if you can get 1.5 points of target like that, then that's, oh yeah, for sure. That one was unusually tight for rank 2 targeting. Yeah, it sure was. Sure was. And it's going to continue pushing up just a little bit more, I think. And we'll see right now. Got a few more minutes for the next bar change. Sit tight, guys. And let's see where this all shakes out. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't risk taking any more upside on this, just simply because of the time of day right now that we're in. I just want to see how this whole thing plays out right now. But at this point, I'm done. I'm done. See, the volatility, the trade technically ended right here when this thing just crossed the zero line right there. Boom, right there. Pow. That was the end of it right there. Absolute end of it. There's nothing else to the upside. But I am interested to see where this signal takes us out. And in 5 minutes, we're going to see the first one, and then the second one, and then this one. So that's going to be interesting to see. I'm interested to see if it actually goes up beyond the 235 again. But your 235 target was dead on. Because that's where it stopped. The 235 target. That's crazy. I'm hungry more than anything right now. I am very, very, very hungry. You know what? There's actually In-N-Out Burger in Texas. So California has In-N-Out. New York doesn't. Oh, wait, does it? I don't remember going to In-N-Out in New York. No. No, I don't think we had it back home in New York. But they do have it here in Texas. So, and they have a few other burger places. But after this, I'm going to go celebrate and eat myself a nice, big, Texas-sized burger. Dude, the market went over 2% today, over 300 points. Wow, that's good. All right, so I'm going to switch it back here real quick because we're going to see the exit take place on this one. Yeah, the barbecue place. There's a barbecue place over in Fort Worth that apparently serves these really good barbecue ribs. They serve them to you in a bucket. So you get this big bucket for like $10 full of, barbecue ribs, and it's all you can eat. So I'm hoping to hit that place sometime this weekend and bring with me a good appetite when I do so. Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting. And they have a rodeo show and all that. I'm going to go hit that up this week and check that out. That should be interesting. Wow, this thing just rolled back down to 197. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's right here. Same thing that happened here. Pow. Happened right here. Boom, on that bar. Right there. I'm trying to see if I can get acclimated to this place, everything about it, everything. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, we got, all right, so this one here for sure is going to close off right now. Boom, there it is. So got the signal here, completely closed. This is completely done for the day. Oh, you got a closing signal right here too as well on this strategy. Oops. Right there. Let's see here. This one's still open. Ah, we finally got the closing signal right here. Look at that. Boom, right there. Look at that. Beauty. Absolute beauty. This is great. This other one here is going to close at 4 p.m. That'll close at 4 p.m. But this right here, Wow, beauty. Absolute beauty right there. Nailed it right there. And the other one right here actually nailed it at the top. This one right here. Boom. And then it gave you a short, which it just closed right there as well. In fact, let me see how much that short would have made on that. Let's see. 206 to 200. Not a lot. Not a lot. But this nailed it really good. What was the high of this? 228, and the high of that was 233. So yeah, it nailed it. Wow, really good. Awesome. That's all I've got today. And again, this one right here, you know, as soon as it crossed, that was it. You know, your trade was over there. Thanks guys for tuning in today. Thank you, Lee, for being part of the group and your contributions. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the afternoon. I'm signing out. That's all I've got for you today. We'll see each other again this Thursday. Take care.